Hello class, in this video I want to talk briefly about audience and how the same title might give different audiences different ideas. So, who your audience is, what that person is like, what groups they belong to, is going to affect their expectations of what you write, and that's something that is good to be aware of as a writer. A couple of takeaways from this right off the bat. One, sometimes you are simply going to be the wrong audience for an article or a document. And here I'm talking about reading material out in the regular world. Number two, as a writer, if you want to reach the most people that you can, you need to be aware of how different audiences will interpret what you say, right? Three, this is not to say that you shouldn't read things that are written from a point of view that is different from your own. Of course you should. You become an intelligent reader and a good critical reader by thinking about and understanding a variety of arguments from a variety of points of view. So here we're talking about a rhetorical feature of writing. Now, what made me think about looking at this article? Well, let's take a closer look at the title, and then I'll explain why this got me thinking about audience and titles and purpose. The title of this is 12 Shocking Things I Learned by Working as a Butler at the Plaza Hotel. You'll never look at hotel staff the same way again. So first off, we can say that this title is obviously what you might call clickbait. It's meant to get your attention by using a word like shocking. It gives you kind of a little narrative, right? Butler, like what's a butler? That makes us think of like English country houses and maybe very fancy things. We might know that the Plaza Hotel is a very fancy hotel, but we probably don't know a whole lot else about it. So this is a title that's designed to get your attention out of the sea of other things you could be paying attention to. But to get to the real question of audience, so first imagine that you read this title and you are someone who probably stays at the Plaza Hotel. Imagine you're a very rich business person who does a lot of traveling and is used to working with the concierge and getting lots of expensive things. What would your expectation be about what the shocking things are? You might think you'll never look at hotel staff the same way because all these things are going to be shocking practices that the bellboys and waitstaff and maids and kind of things actually do. But now let's imagine that you are on the other side. You are someone who works in a service industry. You're someone who is not rich. You're someone who doesn't travel and go to the Plaza Hotel. You might think that the shocking things are the demands that the rich guests make, right? Maybe you think the shocking things are inappropriate things that these international jet setters do. So in each of those cases, you're bringing assumptions, you're looking for certain things, and you're looking for certain things based on your own position in society, economically and culturally, right? So to sum up, when you write a piece, you need to think about who you want your audience to be. You need to think about alternate ways that different audiences can interpret what you say. And you need to either appeal to wider audiences or narrower audiences based on your purpose. If I don't want to bring in people who disagree with me, I'm going to write in one manner. If I want to bring in people who maybe disagree with me, but I want to speak to them and try to persuade them, I have to write to them in a very different manner. As we go through this course, you're going to be thinking about audience, purpose, and your position as a writer in different ways.